Hello and welcome to a video that I have been pretty damn excited to get out for quite some time now. It is of course a video to formally introduce you to Gus. For the people that follow me both on Instagram, Facebook, and of course here on YouTube, you will have probably noticed that it's been quite the journey. I'm not going to lie, it has been a journey. But the beautiful part about journeys is they have a destination. And in this case, well, I'm here. This is the destination. It's getting out camping and wheeling in the car that I've spent so much time putting money and time into. So I'm excited now to get into it with you all and show you just exactly what I've got done to this thing and how it's going. Let's do it. So we'll start here at the heartbeat of it all. The donk. TD42 factory turbo. That's it, thanks for coming. No, I'm kidding. Aftermarket intercooler, DTS, tuned to 160 horsepower, 450 newton meters, 11mm pump, and that's exactly how I like it. Just a little bit to wake it up, but nothing extreme and over the top. Dual battery system with the red arc isolator up there. I also have diff breathers. I don't have transfer case or gearbox breathers because they have hardline breathers on this already, so I've just got front and rear diff. And then next to that you can see all my relays for my spotlights, LED light bar, a few other electrics that are going on inside the car, and then from the relays you'll see the fuse box there. Also 4-inch stainless steel snorkel as well, powder coated black, and lots of dirt. It's messy, as you can see, because I drive it. That's how I like it. Bull bar lights, winch, communications. Bull bar is an ARB. There's a logo over here that you can't see from there, but ARB steel bull bar. It's a bit bent and bruised, but it does the job. It's fine. I have no reason to replace it, so I don't think I will, to be honest. Spotties, if you saw a few of the videos of me getting this going, you would have seen that I bought these lights from Supercenter. $100 Dominator. Will I buy them again? No. For $100, are they good? Yeah. Are they good in general? No. You can tell they're $100 lights. So you can't expect too much, and I didn't expect too much, but I had the money going to other places at the time, and I put lights on the back burner and just went with the cheapest I could find. And for $100, it's pretty bloody cheap. So, but they will come off. I really want the steady lights, so I will end up getting them at some point. But for now, it's just these on there. So again, it's a Dominator winch. I had one on the GQ, didn't have any issues. Money was a concern, as I mentioned. I know there's that age-old thing where poor man buys twice. You know, I get it. Argument's been done to death. Is what it is. I went and bought it. Whatever. Didn't have an issue with the first one. And communications, I've got two UHFs in this car. I've got a GME up in the roof console, and then I've got a Uniden down hidden behind the footwell up behind the dash. So the Uniden aerial, this is a 1.6 dB. That's going to the Uniden on the dash, and then I've got the GME aerial that came with the little unit up in the roof console. And then this one is a HF for my radio, just to pick up a better, stronger signal for the radio, because like today for instance, I was listening to the footy as I was driving out here. You can pick up pretty good reception, and sometimes it's cool to tune into local radio as well. So that's what that one's for. So up on the roof, it's a generic steel roof rack. I've got a 42 inch, I think it is, slimline light bar up there, and then set of max tracks, full set of max tracks. There's 4 up there, and I've got a 2 meter by 3, 2.5 meter by 3 meter awning, King's awning, and that's got an LED strip that is built into that as well in a little canvas bag. So I haven't tried that out yet, so I'm keen to see how it goes. Towards the rear of the vehicle too, off the roof rack, both sides, I've got little work lights, and they're just on my dash. Switches to them are on my dash just if I'm trying to find something at night, or I can turn them on when I'm doing stuff out of the car at night, camping and whatever. On the very rear of the rack, I've also got 2 LEDs just for reversing or work lights at night, and they're on a switch on the dash as well, so I can just turn them on and off as I please when I like. So the rear bar, that's an Outback Accessories Australia bar. On the spare wheel I've got the crash pad, big boss bag, big rubbish bag. Thing's massive but it's sick, it can fit so much stuff in here. I love it, good quality canvas, Australian made. I like crash pad gear, it's good. So, I guess you could say the business end. There's a bit going on here. Navigation is the HEMA HX1. I really like this unit. I've got the Grab Me Gear from Jimmy at Grab Me Gear, local guy. One of his bits of kit, which is the dash organiser. I find this thing just invaluable for just all your loose little knick-knacky stuff. For me, I've got quite a bit going on. I've got a beard comb for starters, that's pretty important. And then there's just books and pamphlets. I've got my maps in here. To be honest, I've probably overfilled it, but the thing is it can handle it because it's so good. So I've got a fair bit in here. I've got my RAC pass in here, just little things that you might want to grab on the go. I've got a knife, got my knife, little torch. I've got a couple of torches, a couple of pens, Leatherman. Yeah, so that's just stuff that would probably otherwise be all over my dash or in my center console, and I just got no idea where the hell any of it is and end up losing it. This is my switch to connect the 2 batteries. So if my starting battery's flat, then I can crank off my auxiliary battery, so that's to switch between them. This gauge here is actually for my 130 amp hour AGM that I've got in the back. So that's just telling me what's going on with that, with voltage and charging. If that's reading a good number, I know everything's pretty sweet. So, and then here I've got my 2 voltages for my starter and my auxiliary. So that's them there. Over this side I've got the VDO oil pressure, and I've got the SAS water temp. I have the VDO pyro gauge. Not cheap. VDO is not cheap in the slightest. So this is my main UHF, the Uniden. It was a toss up between this or the equivalent from GME. I've used Uniden my whole life, and I swear by them. I like Uniden and I had no problem buying this one again. And I'm glad I did, because it is a nice unit. I've also got the GME, just their base model GME up the top there. That mostly gets used if I'm in a convoy or with a group. I'll have that one on convoy channel, and that one can stay on scan or channel 40. Sometimes this is on channel 40 if I'm not in a convoy and I'm on my own, and sometimes this will be on scan if I'm out somewhere. The GME unit up here also has an external GME speaker just for me to pick it up that little bit better. I think in the console, what have I got up here? Oh yeah, I've got my winch control. I think that's it. I've got the wireless winch, so I've got the wireless winch control. And a lead for the control if I want to have it wired. So that's just all up in here. So on this truck I went with the black duck seat covers. They fit real nice, they're a tight snug fit. They take a bit to wear in, but that's what you get with any good quality canvas, so no issue there from me. And they're a nice seat cover, really nice seat cover. So let's go into the 12 volt system a bit deeper. So starting from the front, I've got a starter battery and the second battery. Between them is the red arc isolator. From there we go to the rear with a third battery, AGM battery. That's being charged by the projector DC 25 amp. I love that little unit, it's so good. I haven't had any issue with it, very competitively priced. I highly rate it. Had it in the GQ, pulled it out, put it in this without hesitation, and I think it's a duck's nuts, it's great. What we did do, Cole put in provision for future solar panel. That charger has the ability for solar input, solar charging, so we've tapped into that, put a Anderson plug there on the pillar, so that once I do get whether I hard mount a panel on, or if I choose to use a blanket, I'm not really sure what I'm going to do yet, but provision's there for me to just plug it straight in, and then once it senses it's getting charge from solar, it overrides any alternator charge, and it will draw off solar. So it's just as easy as me just plugging it in, and then the unit itself will be able to figure that out and do as it needs to, which is perfect. I've got a charging station here on the dash, that's in the passenger footwell. It's got 2 USB ports and a 12 volt port. How I've got Cole to do that one, wire that port up, that's just coming straight off. That's got constant power straight off the AGM battery from the back, so I don't need accessories or anything on. I've got constant power there, 12 volt power, and I can just use it as I please whenever I want. So that's good, that's handy. Got 2 ports in the back, 2 12 volt ports in the back there near the fridge. That's constant power as well, obviously, coming straight off the battery. So that's about the extent of the 12 volt system. It's not anything crazy, but it's tried and true, it works, it's reliable, and it's simple. This is the false floor I'd knocked up. It's just attached to the back of the drawers. I included that in a previous video, me putting it together and fitting it into the car. Quite an easy process, well, the way I did it anyway. There's obviously a lot more fancier setups you could have, but for me, for now, this is fine. I've got no issues with it, and it's happy days for me. Under that, we store containers. On bigger trips, one of these black containers will have food. It'll be a pantry and have food in it. Things that don't need to be in the fridge anyway, obviously. On this particular trip, I've got this black box full of firewood because it's going to be a cold night. I'm here on my own and I'm just going to go nuts with the fire. So I've bought plenty of wood for me. I wasn't sure if there was any wood here for me to get, so. And then on the top of the floor, that'll be for things, as you can see. That's for things like my sleeping bags, pillows, duffel bag, other light things. Everything heavy goes in underneath, and then the lighter stuff goes up on top. So this is the real business end of town here. This is where all the magic happens. When I bought the car, it had these drawers in it already. They're pretty used, they're pretty dirty, they're gross really, to be honest. So I pulled the tops off. I'd made new tops, I've made new tops out of 12mm ply. So I recarpeted it all, recarpeted the tops, recarpeted the faces, recarpeted some of the inside, pulled the drawers, and it's just brought the back to life. It's just rejuvenated it, which is good because it needed it. It was pretty gross in here. So while I was at it, I also did the door cards too because they were all scuffed and scratched. They weren't too pretty, so I just put carpet on them as well, which meant that I could put on this Velcro backed Grab Me Gear bag, another great product from Jimmy at Grab Me Gear, because that's Velcro back that just sticks straight to the inside of the door on the carpet here. And I've got all my little miscellaneous stuff, things like scissors and spanners, a couple of screwdrivers. I've got spare pegs in here too for pinning down, say, my awning or whatever I might need a peg for. They're there if I just need some pegs. So that's great. It's a real nice, neat, clean way to keep things stored and ready to go. Little miscellaneous stuff that you just want on hand, and they'll always get lost down the bottom of a tool bag or in the bottom of your drawer somewhere. You can just have them all here and ready to go. You know where it's always going to be. Over here I've got a switch, which is for my lights up here. It illuminates the back of the car really nicely at night. It's perfect. And a handy little trick that you can do on these lights when it's at night, you can put a bit of red electrical tape over the top and it will shine a red light rather than a white light, which is all the bugs and midges and mozzies that are attracted to. So you make it a red light, you won't have an issue with all the bugs being attracted to your lights. So handy little tip to keep in mind. I've got another switch up there that Kyle put in, but don't really know what I'm going to use that for just yet. Most of this electrical work in the car has all been done by my mate Kyle. He's helped me out a bunch with getting the spotlights done, the light bar done. He fitted in my DC-DC charger, ran all the wiring for that, got all that going for me. It's been great to have him behind the scenes, being able to get all that in for me and get that done. And he's also done a cool little thing like that for me too, getting lights in the back here. So I'll run you through what I've got going on in my drawers. We'll start with this left one here. Pretty simple. Pegs, they're just for the awning. Just put the awning down and sand or whatnot. I've got a couple of snatches here ready to go. Tire deflator kit. Some shackles here ready to go. Got a little axe in there. Just this is kind of like my quick, ready to go, need a snatch, recovery, draw section. Then further up I've got tools. I got a set of Allen keys that I never put away after I was using them back in the bag. Little ring spanners. Got a hammer in here. It's for my pegs and whatnot, things like that. And also I've got a tool bag in here, King's tool bag. It's a cheap bag, it does the job though. I've also got my winch bag, so there's things like a pulley block, some shackles, a tree trunk protector, winch extension, another snatchy. Oh, what else is in there? Came with a shovel. Oh, some jumper leads, and I think I've got a wheel brace, something like that up the back. So that's the left drawer. Oh. Apparently it's a real prick to shut. So in the right drawer, this is a little bit more of the camping and cooking side of things. Another one of Jimmy's bags. This is good just to contain all this sort of stuff. Got some bags in there, some sponges, a roll of, I don't know what the hell they are, sponge things. A bit more fat wood, some bird seed, sink. Got that from 10 litre collapsible foldable sink. Got that from Go Camping up in Balcatta. Shout out to Az and everyone there. Hope you're all doing well. Paper towel. This is kind of a drawer that will just sort of, whatever can fit will fit sort of thing. Got another clear top bag from Jimmy. Grab my gear. And that's just a sponge. Just for the dishes, just, yeah, keeps it all tidy. Got my Oz Trail Billy, little tin Billy. I haven't used it yet, I've just bought it. I'll be getting that on tonight. And I got a barbecue kit there. Fire lighters, extension cord, barbecue wipes, baby wipes, aluminium foil. I got some butane canisters for butane cooker. Actually, I got the butane cooker down in underneath all this stuff. And that's always in the car. That and the butane cans are always in the car all year round. Just for any reason, the fire's not working and need to cook something, need to do something, that's always there. So that's the right drawer. So it's probably worth mentioning that how you see the car now, with everything in it like this is how the car is 100% of the time. The only things that will come out are those black tubs with the firewood, because they get restocked either with firewood again or for food, or both, one on each side. And whatever's in the fridge, that's it. That's the only things that will come in and out of the car. The thing is packed, ready, loaded to go at all times of the year. And that's how I wanted the car to be. I wanted to build the car so that it can have everything in it and it's all ready to go, and the only thing I need to do is pack the fridge, put the swag on the roof and put some firewood in or whatever else I might be needing to put in the back. So all this sort of stuff, nothing will come out, it's always here. The only time it comes out is when I'm setting up camp, and then it all goes straight back in and it's there ready to go for the next time. So that's how I've built the car, for it to be fully set 100% of the time. So the fridge and the fridge slide. It's a Wagon CF50. A bit of an older unit now, but it's still going fine. Doesn't have all the Bluetooth or anything like that on it. To be honest with you, I probably wouldn't use it anyway. And then the fridge slide is the brand new unit from Titan. And it's fine, I like it. It was easy to install, works good, cheap enough, no issues with it at all. Now, my onboard water. This is a hose with a tap on the end. Gravity fed from a 30 litre bottle sitting just in there behind the fridge. Works a treat. I've also put these in the back too. Little Bunnings drawer system. These things are the duck's nuts. I've seen them where they've been put in the car and they've had a frame built around them, or some kind of solid structure to be sat in. I haven't done that. I've just got them sat in here, and then I've got this material that's been strapped down to the top of the drawers, and that loops over and clips in here at the front, and it just holds it in there reasonably well. They're alright. They don't move. They might wriggle around a bit, but they don't move, so it's good. Being plastic too, you want them to be able to move a bit as well, because if they can't sort of flex, they'll probably just crack. So that's what I'm telling myself anyway. But in those, that keeps our pots and pans, tea and coffee. I've got some more of Jimmy's bags in there with knives and forks in there. Some of the barbecue cutlery as well was in there. What else? Condiments, herbs, spices, gravy, all that sort of stuff. I did have that kind of thing in my drawers, but I wanted to free up room in my drawers, so I ended up doing this so that I had room in my drawers for other stuff that I desperately needed room for, and it's worked a treat. So the old wheels and tyres. We're going to suspension here as well. Wheels and tyres, both were on the car when I bought it. Bought brand new by the previous owner. They are the Pro Comp alloy 16x10, so they're quite big, negative 44 offset, so they're quite a big wheel. Goodrich mud terrain, KM3. These are the new. This is the new KM3 with the quite aggressive sidewall on them. I haven't actually had a good go at them yet. I haven't aired them down or really got stuck into any wheeling with them yet. So I'm still yet to comment on what I think of them and how they perform. But I mean, I never really ever hear anything bad about anything BF. So I'm not expecting them to be disappointing in the slightest. So with suspension, things got a bit interesting. When I bought the car, it had a brand new 4-inch Tough Dog lift in it. So brand new 4-inch shocks and brand new 4-inch coils. I've actually pulled them out and I've put 2-inch coils in it. I've gone with a Dobinson spring. I didn't want a 4-inch with these wheel arches on the GUs. It's easy enough to get 35s in there with a 2-inch lift, and you set your bump stops up right and everything like that. You'll have no issue with your articulation or over articulating into the guards. So that's what I did. So now it's on 2-inch coils. It's got 3-inch shocks in it, adjustable big bore Tough Dog shockies. I've got big bump stops in the front so it doesn't over articulate up into the guard, and I have to say it drives exceptionally well. I've got that happy place for diff clearance being on 35s, but I'm not way too up in the air on a big lift, which is exactly what I wanted. So it's quite low, wide, and steady and sturdy, which is exactly what I was after. Cheeky kookaburras. Has offset radius arms, the offset bushes, which is fine for the 4-inch, that's good, happy days. But the issue it also had was it had drop boxes in it as well. So with the drop boxes and the radius bushes, it was just way too much caster in the front, positive caster. Once we'd run it up, dialed it up on the wheeler line, it had 25 degrees of positive caster in the front, which is just absolutely insane. So those drop boxes needed to come out, but of course the drop boxes and all the bolts, everything was all seized in there. It all rusted and seized in, and basically the job was they all needed to be cut out. All the bolts needed to be cut and drilled out. Pull the drop boxes out, get all brand new bolts in there and re-tap everything. Start again. So that ended up being in the shop for the best part of a week, getting all that done. Massive job, but it had to be done. There was no other way around it. It just had to be done. So it drives really good now with a 2-inch and those offset bushes and the 35s. It's got, I think now it's about 4 degrees positive, 4 or 5 degree positive camber, which is perfect. So it drives really nice now. It also has a Tough Dog steering dampener, Tough Dog front and rear adjustable panhards as well. The GUs, they don't have freewheeling hubs as well. This has the GQ freewheel hub upgrade, so that's good as well, so it's not full-time four-wheel drive anymore. Well, there you go. That's pretty much everything covered on the old girl. If you've got any questions or anything else you'd like me to cover, anything else you want to know, just drop them down in the comments as per usual, or you can find me on my Instagram, West Australian Off-Road, or Facebook even, West Australian Off-Road on Facebook. I'm always happy to chat. So as it's getting a bit later now, the sun's starting to come down, I'm going to go and set up camp now and get the fire going, I think, because she's getting a bit chilly now. The sun's getting pretty low and I'm starting to feel it. So again, thanks for watching. See you on the next one. Bye bye.